Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is time. We're going into Forgotten Gods for the first time in Ultimates. I think the preparation is done. The character is actually like optimized once again. We had to like change some stuff, make myself a little bit tankier. And you can check the link in the description, or like if you're in the stream right now, you can write !build to see the character. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully not so bad. I really can't right now, Second. If you would like to put this somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah. So which one is the Soleil guy? Let's see. There's someone over here that I've only been to this place only once. So is this the Soleil guy? This is a Dreeg. I'm not interested. We're going to be checking the Soleil guy simply because it is the fire one apparently. I want to get. Yeah, so if you're in question, like basically you're not necessarily sure like which one to take over here, like you can always talk to their Quartermasters, I suppose. Like are their Quartermasters like... No. Like, can you speak to them at this point? Let me see. Maybe this guy? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. So you go to like Soleil, for instance, you check out like Revered, and then see that like it's fire, burn, health. That is very good. So it's pierce, it's cold damage, and then you check out these as well, and then you do exactly the same thing for the others too. You know, so whichever damage type is the one that you're playing, you should probably like focus on that one. But at the end of the day, I think you're trying to get revered with every single one of them. So. We'll speak to Raken. I see. Okay. Wish me luck, you guys. Here it goes, man. Yeah. The only thing that like choosing the cult makes is that like you're just progressing with that reputation and it's a bit faster than the others. That's literally what it's about. Quest completion is giving like sometimes more reputation and sometimes only that. I don't know what that achievement is, the Juggernaut. Not sure. We are going to be hitting every single corner of the map, you guys. Just check stuff out. There's a map bug here. Too bad. Silverus is saying, good luck, may you rip in only the most fantastic of manners. Thank you, man. That's very kind of you. You know? How are you alive, little Gobbo? Can drop away points here. That was very much needed. So I dropped it way earlier. What this is. Where do you go? Interesting! The beetle nest entrance. Sure. Increase chaos damage? Feels bad. Extra damage is always scary, I guess. Glad they're not immune to knockback though, guys. Yeah, I really like the maggots and the... What's a boss? Seems like a poison guy, like a frontal cone. It's a big cast. This thing does a vulnerability. It's okay. That is the vulnerability most likely. Then you can probably commit a little bit. Whew. Alright, are we good or what? That's nice. Did he have some sort of like a chest maybe? Yeah, I was saying I really like the maggots as well. Especially in real life. And the beetles. Cute little beetles, man. Trying to see if there's like a one-shot chest in this place, right? It's like an optional area. It might very well be. Why not? And I couldn't find anything so far. Physical might be a little bit easier to find the weapons for. And fire might be a little bit easier to support. But in my opinion, like the hardest parts of the Cyclone, what you're asking is like the conversion. So check out on Groom Tools if you can like easily convert to one of the sources, then it sounds like a good idea. I didn't really theory craft the Cyclone build, I'm sorry, not yet. What is going on over there and how? What just happened? Like we passed through here twice, right? It's questionable. Mythical massacre. I only use the Bloody Box while leveling, never used it in late game. I don't necessarily have that many occultist builds either. I have like a Witch Hunter that I played. Pretty much it. But the Witch Hunter was really fun though. Poison build was incredibly fun to play. The Bloody Pox is like an okayish leveling ability, but the thing is, it gets very rippy because of his transmuter. After like level 50 or something, it's really funny. And if you, especially in your like in hardcore, I don't necessarily think you should mess around with that thing so much. I'm having second thoughts if I should like continue picking up everything. Or maybe we should like mark it so that like it only drops the MIs from this moment. I'm not necessarily sure. Do you guys see what I see over there? Like some sort of like a layout? Can we actually make it there somehow? Can you go through here? Nope. Like what is that layout? What the fuck? Let me go. It was marked. Look at this. Maybe we will be able to like enter that place from some other method. I don't know. Let's see. The highest crit that we have dealt is 430,000. That is pretty respectable in my opinion. I wish I knew how to get to you. This is definitely something. I'm just not sure how to get to you. With the death vigil. Father Kaiman was very convincing. Yep. Kaiman for life, man. Literally created this character so that I can assist the Father Kaiman. So far the content is easier than what we have done in Act 6. It definitely feels that way. There's not even any comparison between like Ancient Grow and this place. Hands down, for sure. Let's go this way. Not really sure what this is. When in doubt, drop a portal, right? Temple of Ossier. Drop the portal so I can come back, basically. If we end up finding a waypoint. Can we actually like go there? Seems to be blocked, right? Yo, the scenery is amazing in this game right now. Definitely. Like it's crazy. I don't necessarily dig every single act when it comes to like scenery or like, you know, the atmosphere and whatnot, but like this content, yeah. Like we were talking about this earlier on, but like for instance, I don't necessarily enjoy exploring Act 6 so much in Ashes of Malmouth because of like the narrow corridors and like just like a labyrinth all over the place. Second monitor is actually quite big. Like it was a lot of fun the first time like I started using a second monitor. So if you guys have like a home setup and you have only one monitor, like in my opinion, it's a good investment. Like it ended up being, for the most part for me, like obviously a tool for like streaming. But even when I'm not like just chilling out, watching another video on the second screen is it's fine. I'm using actually like a very old one right now as a secondary screen. Like it's incredibly old one. I kind of want to like upgrade my main monitor and maybe use the one that I'm using right now as like second monitor, and then maybe one day we'll see. So where are you going? Apparently nowhere. What about up top there? Can we connect to something? Not really. There's a waypoint, so we will be able to like just TP back to the portal that I dropped. That is good news. Just gonna check around a little bit. Seems to be nothing here. Okay, it's a good spot to turn back, I suppose. Kill this back. This thing, we have like 2 waypoints up now. How are you liking the Aegis? It is very good. It's very good. It gets only better like when you manage to lower the cooldown. It's not necessarily like a single target nuke. It's an average damage. Good for big packs. Especially if you can like stack them up, because like it has a short radius splash. So it like, you know, bounces in between. Apparently like this waypoint that we dropped was like all for nothing. It's funny. Sleepy bag. There's nothing to explore here remaining. I see. I think we need to go into that cave first. I remember this place partially. Naomi saying Cronley is dead. GG. Cronley, this is like 2015 news, man. What you on about? Right? We should check like the walls and stuff. So for instance, this cave might be a good place to like hit to get the essences. Because it is... seems like it is filled with Eldritch, so... Write that down. I wonder like with what spell we managed to hit for about like 400,000. Am I really hitting that hard like ever? With my shield throw? I haven't been paying attention to the damage numbers whatsoever, you know? Anathar. where are we going right now? Nice swing there. Crazy. Compelled Wraith. Fire to Vitality with Siphon Souls minus fire resistance and Vitality resistance to Siphon Souls. Minus fire to Siphon. The Halberd Demise are pretty cool, yeah. They're actually like pretty overwhelming when it comes to like reading and understanding if they're valuable or not, don't you agree? There's so many stats on them. You're like, is this good? And keep on looking at the item for like 5 minutes. Guys, I kind of want to turn back all the way. Sorry for doing this team. But we want to like explore everything, so this is going to be the ending of this cave. It's going even deeper, I think. So let's check this out. Ectosia. Have you played any of the syntheses? No. I played a lot of Betrayal. Quite a lot of it, yeah. Got my ass kicked multiple times. Not syntheses at all. But I watched a couple. I really like the... if you guys know Gorath, I really like chill streams. He has incredible knowledge when it comes to Path of Exile. Doom's is saying, hey bro, is there any way to find out your build? Yeah, Doom, like, you need to click the first link, that's it. You actually did write exclamation build, if I'm not mistaken. You just click the first link. And afterwards, in the Groom tools, in that link, you will need to hover over the skill window on the bottom left. Just click that. And this window will pop up over there. Okay? Welcome to the stream, dude. No, this one's the Shieldbreaker, and then there's the Spellbreaker. we only played the breakers so far, but I like them both. We have been committing pretty hard on this one, then, like both for theory crafting and like crafting, like item crafting, obviously. Watched the entire VOD of yesterday because I missed the stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it, dude. Okay, here we go. The guys, like, I kind of like tried and marshal with like every single wall, you know, hit like every single room, and we couldn't find anything at all. That is such a shame. Such a shame. It's funny. Ah, supports it. I'll try and like pay attention to some elemental vulnerability debuff if we can find one. Then I'll like open my character and check out like what sort of lightning resistance we are sitting on. Thank God for no item durability in Grim Dawn. You have to repair that shield constantly. I actually think like item durability concept doesn't necessarily fit like every single game. You know, some games definitely has that stat and it doesn't, or the system doesn't even like belong. It feels that way, you know. It just feels like a chore. Hands down, that's how it feels like. Wrong implementation is like so fucking bad in games. Just because, yeah, just slap it in there too, man. Let's have like, you know, repair system as well. What the fuck is this fire damage, my dude? Holy crap. Lightning, that's fire. How do I even go back there? Do I even want to? Yeah, let's just do it. We have only once first time playthrough, so why not? Look at this one, for instance. That room inside there. Can't pass through though. Seems like it. Such a surprise. Prime with 10 months.
Malagas up, Malagas up.
Malagas up. Prime, thank you very much for that 10 months, bro. Much love to you. There's an arcane guy here. Let's not die this easy. It's having a hard time standing still, but okay. I'm not really sure how I pulled the entire dungeon. Whee! That was interesting. The blood of Chthon. Nice. So it drops from like the treasure trove, I'm guessing. Did we like end up finding any like Eldritch essences and stuff so far? I don't think so, right? It's quite rare, you guys. I want to make like 100k or something, iron bits. And then afterwards what we could do is, we can actually like stop collecting every single green. We can go to like the, you know, loot filter, make it so that like only the MIs are being shown. It should be a little bit easier to like get around that. Definitely. Grim Dawn has 20,000 people playing on Steam right now. Is that like, what do you think? Is it a good number? I think it could definitely be so much higher than that. I kind of feel like Grim Dawn, like, I also have a feeling that developers don't agree with me on this one. But I feel like Grim Dawn has a lot to gain from like very small implementations as a game, and it might actually be pushing away a crowd because of this. Like, you know, search function or like unlimited inventory, HP bars on top of the monsters, very, very small things. And before you say it, I do know for a fact that like you can use mods to get around these things. But what I'm trying to say is like inbuilt, obviously. I think it's actually playing a very big factor. That is obviously I am. Do I need to check these things? Lots of MIs in this place apparently. Righteous Fervor with like 7% attack speed. Is that really good? 7%. Feels a little bit underwhelming. Yeah, especially one mod that I can suggest to you is, I think it's called like the Rainbow or something. That one is really good. It is like basically prefix and the suffix are changing colors on the items so that like it's a little bit easier for you to understand what sorts of items are dropping on the floor instead of like checking every single affix on them. Because you will understand from the colors that it's worth checking out or not. In my opinion, that is probably one of the better mods out there. Guys, we're coming somewhere. This is like the lightning guy with the lightning orbs, right? What do we do here? Let's try to remember. There's going to be all hell breaking loose here. We use HP pots, we use this thing, we use that thing. Just in case we use an Aether pot as well, I think. Don't really know if he's hitting Aether at all. And I think we go in. Let's see how it goes. Pay close attention to vulnerabilities. I think that is the scary part of this. That's the vulnerability. Okay, we're gonna come back to this real fast. He has a very, very annoying stun. Why was I stunned for like 6 seconds there? Shit. Yikes. That stun was insane, actually. 5% life, 15% stun duration. That is the shotgun that I hate. I'm 100% sure. We don't necessarily know how to avoid the shotgun though. It would be very good if I can learn it right now so that I don't lose a character. Even if I like manage to kill him right now, I don't lose a character to him again. I'm pretty sure I just tanked the shotgun. Like, it has to be, right? That was a massive damage. I'm glad it didn't continue, but then again I also clustered, so... let's wait just a tiny little bit longer for the cluster to kick in, and then we go in again, okay? Yeah, he has an Estus stun, don't you say? That was insane. Ascension gives you stun resistance. See what you get when you use that. Yeah, Ascension gives like stun, freeze, and one more thing, I think, right? Yeah, entrapment, petrify, definitely. We could definitely commit with the Ascension and then kite away. But like, I need to understand what is he doing. Like, when is he doing the shotgun? Let's go in, by the way. When exactly is he doing the shotgun? I wish I understood it. That's the breath. That is something else. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh my god, dude. That was very close. This is very stupid right now. Like, I can kill him, but I want to learn. I hope I don't die while trying to learn. Whatever, I'm gonna kill him. I couldn't learn the animation for the shotgun. Shit. Okay. Monka. Yo, we're gonna, I think, we're gonna run around with the stun resistance instead. 40% definitely sounds that it's a bit better than 25% resistance to the stun, guys. So that is a change. Ooh, very risky, boss. So that is basically the problem, like, coming into the Forgotten Gods right now. The fact that, like, when the danger is there, I don't necessarily know how to play around it. That wasn't the case for, like, Ancient Growth that we did yesterday. Yesterday it was like I was still feeling safe, even though, like, I took a very big hit. Because, like, I know how to get around, you know, I know what's coming my way. In this one, no, not really. There's just too much happening. It's definitely possible for me to die because of that. I think we're gonna stop losing everything. Let's go, like, just monster infrequents. That's very scary, man. Shieldbreaker is the combination of Oathkeeper and Demolitionist, yeah. So maybe you are trying to ask, like, Oathkeeper and Soldier. That's called a Warlord, which is a good combination. That's scary, man. Somewhere along the way we might actually need to farm some clusters somehow. I'm only 3 clusters right now. I'm not going to be progressing without any. That's not gonna happen. Nice. What are you doing? He was floating up in the sky. Hey, one shot. That's a failure though. It's in an essence. Nice. Eldritch Essence. Very good job, guys. The Craig set is only dropping from certain enemies, like literally 3 enemies are capable of dropping it, so... And I would probably farm it on elites instead of ultimate so that it goes faster. You get more kills because the drop rate is the same. Check which guys are dropping it in the Groom Tools item database. We'll also show you if you click like show the map location thingy. Yeah, I think we're gonna turn back, or like drop a portal here. We're gonna turn back when I have a waypoint, because if I'm not mistaken, this is like the main road right now. Hey, dude. Standing there. Ascension is very big for the character, very big. Maxing out the Ascension, especially like the main node into the ultimate ranks, and then getting some sort of like a cooldown reduction would be incredible for this character. What's down? Can't we actually like find some waypoint somewhere? Yo, what's up, Kishak? How's it going, buddy? They're dropping better shells. Weekend. Nice. You can check the exclamation build, man. It's Demo plus Oathkeeper. Plus Oathkeeper. You can see everything there, though. I really want to find the waypoint. Shit. It sucks that like I don't know the map map layouts. I see the waypoint now. Nice. Can turn back tiny this bit. This is like the big map, right? These are going onto YouTube as well, yes. Yes. It's nothing to click. Like there was a side area somewhere, I don't really remember where exactly. It's like a waypoint inside as well. Maybe it was like somewhere around there, I actually don't know. Seems like I skipped something, but whatever. Not knowing the layouts is just... Let's try it on. Let's give it that. It's a nightmare. It's just torture. Yo, see his Cypher. Thanks for hanging out, man. Sivarius, if you're in the game, you can test that. Just unequip an item that is giving you the multiplier. Go to like the third page over here. But yeah, only, if I'm not mistaken, only retaliation damage is scaling the retail damage. God damn it. Fair enough. Hey, we found something. Nice. Finally. What the fuck is this? A terrifying discovery somebody... What is going on? Ew. Epic helmet, +1 to everything for level 94. The Fatten Mask. It's not bad. It's honestly not too bad. It has resistances, it has HP, mediocre armor, and it has pluses to everything. Show the map, I want to see where it is. Right over here, right next to the Corvan Sand Drifts. And I'm guessing it's only an ultimate. It's gonna be a rough guess though. Might be in almost as well. It is disgusting. Yeah. These Eldritch armies and their lightning damage. It's actually crazy sometimes. But we can hug like the left side and then come back from like the right side or something. This map is very big, so. TP there. Never mind. Let me make it easier for you. What the? No, stairs are too hard, guys. Let's go through. Check the stream size on Wrath. Called Celestial Essence. Now go back and use the shrine. Look at this. It's like a crate logo out of nowhere. Chilling on the floor. Mala is actually using a different weapon. He's just like transmugging into it. Yo, man, definitely not okay. I wouldn't do such a thing. This guy is so fucking cool looking. It's insane. The burning was like incredible, no? When I hated by the Eldritch ones. How is this map so big? Crazy. I'm quite sure like I ended up skipping like one of those side zones that had like a devotion shrine inside. I actually like cannot necessarily find where it is. Thought you were sneaking. Hey. See how this one goes. Do I want to like spread these or something? I don't know. Can you come on top of the fire, please? Nice. I should somehow like lost energy here. Corvan Pauldrons. Static Strike, Elemental Burn, Pierce to Cold. Pierce to Cold. What did I take damage from there? Not sure. it would be so good if we could overcap the lightning resistance as well. Like, I mean, you know how we are sitting on like 85 and 84 on like fire and cold? Would have been like crazy if we were sitting like 85 on lightning as well. I think it would make the content so much easier. Like the boss that we fought, for instance, would have been crazy easier, I think. It's pure lightning guy. The item is just floating up in the air. Okay. How many new shrines are there in the expansion? 5 maybe? I'm actually not sure, Navis. Didn't really pay so much attention. It also looks like they're trying to like hide some of the shrines, like side areas and stuff like that, you know, it's pretty cool. So there might be stuff that I didn't find either. A Wild Blood Crusher. I'm not gonna die with the absorption, am I? Like, holy shit, this damage. Time warp, making it very, very hard to stand in there. Now it's going to be so much easier. It buffed the guy right next to him. Guys, seriously, don't underestimate those lightning caster Eldritch armors. They're pretty intense. So can we maybe like pass through down there? Doesn't look like it, right? Even if we did, like the bridge is broken, so they're incredibly squishy. Like you just gotta prioritize killing them, I think. Not too bad. I can drop a portal, take the new waypoint. We're very close to the new waypoint, turns out. I come back to this. I found like 8 shrines in the new area so far, says Wrathbad. Alright. A TP back, or we just like run around? Like, this map is majestic. This gate doesn't open either. Fair enough. Gotta check inside there, what the hell? There's so many armors inside there, it's crazy actually. Apparently we can enter from this side as well. It's good that like they're aggroed because they're coming out one by one. Like I don't necessarily think I would have liked to engage all of them at the same time just in case. Now, in before legendary and a rare component again. Let's go Stellaris. Starseer's core. There's a ruin here that I need to enter? Should I like explore stuff out before we go there? Probably. Let's do it that way. There's this little bit remaining on the map, so why not? What the hell? Sometimes the shield throw is hitting insane, man. Shit. That was a good attempt, I think, that. I know. Almost looks as if like you can enter. It's just not there. It's quiet. So chances are like we can end up finding one more boss inside here. I'm wondering how it is gonna go. Managed to save him somehow. Last time, if you remember, I was saying like the conversation was something along the lines of like I'll send someone for you. Hang in there. For some reason like we weren't opening a gate at all. I wonder like if that has something to do with like which cults you're helping? Maybe? So like literally lying to this guy? I don't know. Or maybe I just couldn't find one of the quests, it's also possible. This time he's safe, back in town though. Check the small room. Nothing in it. Maggots. Hey, dynamites. This quest is definitely new to us, you guys. You smart one. Did we use the writ like when we are honored? Okay, before we space out about this, we're turning away all the way back to the Conclave. We're gonna speak to this guy. Buy this writ. 80,000. Can also sell some items, I suppose, in the meantime. So, the Siphon Souls. I really don't think we're gonna play a Siphon Souls character. Dismantle this. Star Seeker, I think I have one. And put this one into the bank, that's a very cool item in my opinion. Judgment and Blade Arc. I do not play Blade Arc. Gathering the Celestial Essences. I wonder if it stacks. We'll see in the bank. Weapon and fire, but like no multipliers on those. Okay. We could definitely compare the guillotine that dropped. If I can find my guillotine in the bank. I think I'm just blind. Oh, there it is. 23. 9 converted. 8 converted. The one that I have is like so much better, I believe. Yeah. Kind of out of room, man. Yeah, it does stack these Celestial Essence for whatever reason. Let's buy the other writ as well. I think the other writ is on the other side of this town. Let's see. Somewhere here maybe? What is this quest? Which one do we serve? You are a merchant. So you just give them things. Do you have anything for me? You know, some means of course you're going to owe me. Something you can do. Do we have a deal? Yes, let's do this. It gives me... We owe him now. His name is Riggs. I remember you. He gave me a free 14k experience. He gave me a really, really shitty ring. And now we owe him, apparently. Yeah, we're gonna buy the writ for the Dreig as well. So now I should have pluses next to all of these. That is pretty cool. Back to you once, Carmack. This is a... There we go. Corpse dust, polished emeralds, and 375 reputation with the skulls. There was some sort of like a loop that I couldn't get out of. No room for weakness. Speak to the recruits. Wow. Am I really killing like every single one of these guys? What the fuck is going on here? Ricker, like... I don't even see if they're strong or not. 103 human. Okay, great. Perfect. Just the best quest out there. Tonic of Clarity to reset my devotion points. Thank you. Speak with the spirits. That's what we were about to do. And speak with the Solal recruits. Didn't I just do this quest? Worthy of Solal? What the hell? I thought I have. Holy shit, is this guy like 105? Yeah, stay down, okay? Okay, nice, nice, nice. You fought well, I did. They just like stood down though. They were like knocked down all the time. That was like the best fucking fight, man. Like he was just laying on the floor. I think like he definitely deserves to win. That was like the easiest fight, so didn't even fight back. I think that guy is worthy of this place. He can sit in a corner like this. It's in there. Let's go back. 100% physical damage converted to acid damage means that the trauma is converted to poison too? Yes. I was dodging left and right. I am up for a good fight. I'll take care of him, man. I'll take care of him. The tomb entrance. Okay, I don't remember like what sort of a boss we are going up against right now. It's going to be a surprise for me. Just one swing, just like that. Okay, that's that easy, huh? 50% HP just goes away. Oh shit. Wonder why it didn't bounce. If you're elemental to pierce conversion, what is the dot converted into? There's no dot for pierce. So it stays. Check the title, Sniffy. Your health is 16,000? Lots of sixes. I'd be scared. Two legendary boots here. The Gale Winds, which isn't that bad, and the Wraith Walkers. I think this is like the third Wraith Walkers that we're finding, you guys, unfortunately. But the Gale Wind is for the first time. This might even be like an upgrade for my Spellbreaker, not even kidding. There's quite a bit of like items that are capable of giving both like cold multipliers and some stuff to Oathkeeper. So there's going to be like some very specific modifiers that are converting to cold as Oathkeeper, I'm guessing, so... bum, 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 bum. What level are you, Naomi? With like 8.2k HP. Shot chest type. 70? It could be tiny little bit low. A legendary shield. I actually think we have this too. There's so many legendaries in this game and I'm finding duplicates. There is a lightning caster somewhere and I don't know where. I see you. Here it is, you guys. Yet another boss fight, I think, right? Yeah, there's going to be someone over there. Tirgan, the Mad Priest. So we use like regen, we use extra HP, and I think we go in. And if he's Aether, we can also use pop an Aether part, I think. Here we go. He's cold. Okay, little bit underwhelming compared to like the other two. He doesn't even drop an MI. We're okay. You unlock the elite when you finish the vanilla content in normal. The same goes for ultimate when you finish elite vanilla content. Has nothing to do with the expansions. I actually could like return to an Iraq Enclave of the 3. We could get rid of this quest as well. Yeah, that guy over there, I see you. So we find your brother. He's unfortunately dead, but he's avenged. There is another quest here. What do you mean? I sent him the Valley of Chosen in search of a unique text. It was simple enough task that he should have handled readily and quickly. That was more than 2 days ago. The east of Karen docks. Being spotted at him back. Through the Sunbane Oasis. Okay. Shit, he's going to be somewhere east of Karen docks, you said? That's fucked up. We're gonna need to like check this place out one more time. Ugh. Maybe we're going towards there though. I'm not sure. Maybe. So this guy gives me a Cult of Bismail station. Okay. Where the hell could he be? Look at this. Is somewhere there maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna say let's just like continue progressing. Yo, what's up, Saria? Welcome. batter shells from these beetles. Is west not the east? Did I like read it wrong or something? Alright, thank you. Malagant strikes again. No, you doofus. Extra cows. He's in the west in Oasis. Okay, we'll be fine then, dude. Like, if we just progress, like, we're gonna find him. So I didn't really, like, skip him, I think. Not yet. Double better shell. Always like to see. There's going to be a boss here as well. I think he's actually, like, lightning, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna use a lightning pot here if I can find one in my bags. Just dying inside his pool of lightning. Such a fucking greed check. It is insane. That damage. So we have Fire Burn, Chaos Flats, Offensive Ability, Poison, Vitality, Demon Fire, Hellfire Mine, and Eye of Reckoning with Entropy. Chance on attack to have more burn, crit damage, and chaos damage. Strike your foe with Entropy. Okay. That was such a great check, you guys. It was insane, actually. Fell for it almost. Eden saying, why are the Path of Exile streamers so, like, don't talk shit about other streamers in my channel. It's ridiculously disrespectful to me. Could this build work as a ranged variant, pistol and shield? Okay, there's a problem there. That's simply because like I have a lot of damage, like radiating around me. It would work, but like I gain a lot for being in melee range, and that's not only just fire, being able to fire strike with my melee weapon. You know what I mean? There's like procs. So you're gonna need to make up for that with your pistol, I suppose. Somehow. I also died there in my first playthrough. First time I played this game, I died on level 13 in the Strange Key dungeon. I actually completed it, but it was ridiculously rippy, and I was level 18, not 13. The Salazar. Like, I was like, I remember I was trying like very hard to figure out a way to like get chaos resistance. And then wondering if his scales were right at it in the first place. Because it was still hitting very hard. I had to like TP to town multiple times. But then like I finished Act 1 in my first playthrough. And jump into the Act 2 only to get like 2-shot by one of those like boulder throw guys. You know what I mean? The Shamblers. Yeah. I kind of wish I died to Salazar instead, honestly. I think it feels like it's much more of a valuable target in comparison to the boulder thrower fucking Shamblers. The music that we're listening to is Stellaris OST right now. Can we like go through? No, doesn't feel like it. Okay, shit. I want to check something out real quick, okay? We're gonna have a portal waiting for us anyways. Was your first playthrough also on hardcore? Yeah. Yeah. Shit, almost, man. It looks like as if you can fit in there. You can try harder for sinking Goth. Right? Let's just run back. Man, like it's... Back. Alright. Fine, I give up. Fine. Yeah, you were actually on the stream, man. I don't remember Naomi that one. I remember also telling you not to mess around with Mogdrug and Eva. Yeah, coming to Grimdome from another game like might actually be a thing to like understand the super bosses and never mind them. Yeah, just let them be, man. Just let them be. Can drop a port so we come back to this again. I'm searching for this dude on the western side and like we have been hitting all the western side I believe, but don't find him, so tanky matriarch. So lots of these like puddles on the floor and that is like continuous damage even though like you're done with the encounter. You gotta pay attention to that, man. Can't go through this key there. We have a cave. Yeah, I see you now. I see you now. It's alright. We could do this one though. I'm not really sure what this is, you guys. But we have good waypoints up, so we're not really losing anything for this. Let's see where we are. Did you pay attention? Like, there's a lot of these monsters where they're like appearing out of nowhere in Forgotten Gods, or like, you know, coming out of the ground, or like, I don't know, just appearing, literally, like these ones. You don't necessarily prepare yourself for it. Stones is saying, looks like he teleported through a portal to me. What about this guy, Stones? He's just sleeping. Three of them. Sure. We have a lot of gear in the bank. I actually don't have space in the bank remaining. And I would definitely like to try and progress right now with this guy. So I think it's an okay place to lie. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not going to try hard and survive. I'll do my best. It wouldn't surprise me if we die, of course. Some of the bosses are very hard, it looks like. Look at that. What is going on here? Balrogs, it looks like, right? Oof, what is this? Ugh. Let's try to wait for Ascension before going in. Ascension is up. I'm gonna go in. Alright, that was very scary monsters right there. Really cool. Cult of Peacemaker reputation. I guess we can need to farm just a little bit to like get revered with them. Especially Solal is the important one. Is this arcane? No. The Valgor's Gems. Let's see what this is. Caster Helm for level 94. Lightning converted to Vitality. Vitality and Bleed Casting. NTK. Health regen, physical resistance. It could definitely roll higher, by the way. I think it rolls probably 3%, maybe 4 even. PS resistance, 4 cooldown, Chamois, and Occultist. Valgor. 10% HP, life leech resistance, Siphon Souls with like Storm Totem. Some Vitality caster stuff. How the hell did you just get activated? Let's learn this, by the way, before I die. Very nice find here. Surprised to say, I mean, he already found a mythical mind warp. He can just die in peace now, man. We have a poison guy here that is shotgunning, it looks like. Step out. Attack. Attack. So. Alpha is dead. That is dead. Yikes, I didn't want to engage this shit. stupid. He always TPs and then he uses the poison spray, which is putting you in vulnerability. Then he takes a moment and then shotguns you. You can, like, little bit of like absorption, I think you can tank shotguns. It looks that way to me. Pretty sure we did tank multiple there. Like, we really need to play around. Like, if I want to like play extremely safe, you guys, I really need to like play around my Ascension. It looks like Ascension is very big, right? See if you have any reward for this. Tyson, like, what makes you sure that I'm gonna die? I'm not guy. You think the character cannot take it? It's not tanky enough, or is it not like offensive enough? What do you think? I see you. I actually managed to click everything inside there. Apparently I have. What do you think of the Oathbreaker and the Soldier, says Dami? I think it's a very nice combination. Extremely nice combination. Crazy synergy in my opinion. And now that there's this like, you know, totally normal shield item, like you could actually go for like a very reliable leveling as well with like level 50, level 75 and a 94 version of them, so I would say so. Have like a little bit of like physical internal trauma and then I had a little bit of like retaliation damage. Those guys are incredibly tanky, man. It's crazy. Constructs that are like rising up from the ground. There is the apprentice. He did manage to get it home at least. That's very nice. There's nothing guarding the corpse or anything. It was just like, you know, find the apprentice mission. Did anybody understand like what are those highlights on top of like the monster's head? You know, in this one like they're green arrows on top of their heads and like sometimes they're like some flowers or something. Not really sure what they represent. Look at them. It's a buff? Yeah, if I had a dispel, I would have tried and dispelled it. It would have known for sure if it's a buff or not. Brath is saying, Malagant, I just finished the normal and came out to the other side at level 80. Would you recommend like skipping the elites? I would recommend you to try and skip the elites. So what I mean by that is like, log into the elites, see your resistances, see if you can like get your resistance to a playable level. That's what I would do. Level 80 is more than enough to start the ultimate for sure. I did skip the elite with this guy. I didn't like I didn't even like enter the game in elite at all. As is saying, it's some sort of like a buff like the beasts have in Act 1. It's like a purple one. Have an Act 1. I guess I'm not really familiar with that. These might be my like new favorite monster type. very cool in my opinion. The phoenixes. Or griffins, I suppose, not phoenix, my bad. Yeah, griffins. So, are you sleeping or watching something? You're watching? Okay. Hey, okay. Mythical Omen and an Ancient Heart. I don't know if I'm keeping the Mythical Omen. I gotta check if like Mythical Omen is the one that you can craft or not. In that case, we can delete it for sure. So I'm gonna go there. That's the last part, right? Maybe we could even like TP for it actually. Yeah, sure. Actually, why not? How old is it, do you know?
Hey Mana, how goes it in the FG content today? Any close calls so far?
Yeah, there has been a close call in the first boss. I don't know if I want to like spoil it so much. Let's just say it that way. That was like a lightning guy. Jimmy, thank you very much for the 10 bucks donation, man. I very much appreciate your support. You can be sure of that. But it is going fine. It's a little bit scary after seeing that boss like that. It was ridiculously, you know, yo-yo HP. I was trying to learn the fight a little bit. We got stunned at one point for like 6 seconds or something. The rest of it, you can definitely like watch it yourself. I'll upload it, or you can turn back in the VOD to like watch it too. It's pretty hilarious actually. Let's turn this quest in. I need to like turn this quest in over there. I've always been scared like when I'm TPing out like this, that I'm gonna die or something. You know what I mean? I think you're invulnerable. I hope so. Just like while the game is like transitioning into the loading screen, I'm gonna take damage and die or something. But... fascinating. 58k, and it doesn't give any reputation whatsoever. But I think now that this happened, the next time we are here, he will be able to, you know, dismantle and whatnot. I think that is the entire point of this quest. Bloody pox. And let's check that scythe. I mean, halberd and fire and acid at the same time. The entire physical to fire for smites. Guess I'll do them. Gargoyle Girdle. Yeah, Entropic Coil was a good find. These two, yeah, questionable. That one as well. Gonna delete those, I think. So put the Entropic Coil here. Gale Winds, yeah, we need to keep those as well. Look at this mess, man. Which one am I using here? This one's like the worst one. Let's replace those, delete these. Bam, bam. I need to delete you as well. Unfortunately, there's no space, man. Oh shit! I didn't realize we found this. Mythical Flames of Wrath. 5 damage to Aether. Retribution also in Wrath. Spectre Wrath and Aura of Censure. Minus Aether resistance to Aether, Aura of Censure, so you can go like Mage Hunter or something with like Aether damage. But only minus 15%. And remember, like Aura of Censure doesn't necessarily have like the biggest range either, so it's very hard to play a caster Aura of Censure. You need to have a tanky one. I delete this, I think. Apparently we're cleaning bags a little bit. Turns out we're cleaning bags a little. Can I get what? No? No. Ragnaros is there saying, decided to make a poison acid based sentinel. Seems like it's gonna be good. Yeah, I think it's a very good combination. Sure. Rat Tomago is there. I enjoy your laid back streams about resistances. Is it all done through components, or do you use gear with like resistances also? Yeah, I do use gear with resistances also. Basically, in in the first playthrough in the normal, you could actually, you know, play without gear that is giving resistances if you have the components for it that is backing you up. Later on into the elites, like, you'll definitely need some backup from the gear as well, and then later on into the ultimate, not only the gear but also the components, but also the augmentations, the enchantments that you get on top of the gear. Yeah, very important stuff. I mean, some skills are capable of giving you resistances and some devotions too, but they're not the most valuable stuff usually. Not really. I can get rid of them next time I'm there, it's fine. There's another arcane monster here. Disgusting. Guys, I'm not comfortable. When I'm not comfortable, we cannot play. Fuck. Alright. How are those guys alive? That was insane. An elite died next to them and they were like half HP still. I guess my shield didn't bounce on them at all. It's questionable. Constellations can definitely help with the resistances. If you're playing like an elemental guy, you usually go for like elemental storm, the Rovere crown. That gives like 18%, which is very good at the very beginning. Same goes for like, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around here there's like elemental resistance as well, is there? Maybe not. There's just a tiny little bit over here as well. So this when you are like elemental damage, so cold, lightning or fire. And you can figure out the other style yourself, I suppose. There's some other stuff as well, for sure. The Sailor's Guide is like an overall good starter as well for like movement speed, for instance. Like, when it comes to the constellations, guys, try to have it so that like, I think that is the main road, by the way. Try to have it so that like you just transition from one to another. It's like, you know, when you're following my build, this is like for this one, you're gonna make the same character. It's not necessarily like the best thing to do the exact same thing right now, because you're not there yet. It's usually better to, like, for instance, since you're going to be dealing fire damage, it's usually better to start with Fiend, because like it's very effective in the early on game. You know what I mean? And then maybe like some Quill, maybe into like Rovere Crown, yeah. So you understand the point. Like transition, and then like when you think that you don't necessarily have so much value from like the Fiend or the Quill anymore, you can just start building into something else very easy to respec, so. Like you have seen just before this Forgotten Gods attempt, we respect once again like so many different things, so that like I can tank a little bit much like a little bit more. I have like 2k more HP, I think. During a boss fight, I actually like changed one of the constellations, right? The first boss fight, I had to take stun resistance. Very comical stun there. I just played the Shieldbreaker. This is my first Oathkeeper, actually. And there's a very high chance that today we're gonna die. It's hard to like see what's going on here. It's not necessarily dark, but almost like a mist. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I should have checked the Shattered Realm a little bit in the normal difficulty just to like see it, you know what I mean? Or switching to like ultimate. At low level, I mean. Yeah, I got used to her, man. It's usually the case. Like a death wishes multiple times a day. You still can in normal, but like that's not what I meant. I actually wanted it to be a challenge and see it at the end of it, yeah. Right now it wouldn't be a challenge anymore in the normal for me. So we would go in ultimate, no point. I think we swapped around like level 72, if I'm not mistaken, so that's when we could have checked it out. This place. How do I come to you? Let's see. Oh, those are monsters. Mutha is saying, I'm struggling choosing a build to start the game. Any suggestions? Not having any favorite playstyles. I mean, you don't have favorite playstyles. What about like weapons? Do you have a weapon of choice? Which weapon like kind of, I don't know, sounds cool to you? I don't really know. And another thing is like just pick one mastery. Don't worry about combining it. That's literally almost like how I started this character. Because like along the path, chances are you will figure out something or find an item that you would like to, you know, capitalize on. Then you can support it with a secondary mastery selection even. Like, some of the single masteries are very, very self-sufficient and could go for a really long time. Oathkeeper, Necromancer, Soldier, Inquisitor, those are mainly the ones. Go pet build, you could go full soldier and force wave. Yeah, I remember someone doing that. There's so many closed gates in this game. So the Vanguard of the Three. YouTube, this is going to be the part 1 ending for the Forgotten Gods content. So that like I can take a very short break here. Thanks for watching. We'll continue like into the tomb on the part 2. See you then.